Joined now by Justin Reynolds and Caron Butler. We're talking about the new book, and I'm going to hold it up. It's called Shot Clock. Gentlemen, it fascinates me that this is a work of fiction because I think, Justin, I was looking at your resume, and the fiction part doesn't surprise me with you, but the fact that you've teamed up with a professional athlete for fiction, it's cool.
Yeah. It's been such a rewarding experience. We knew from the first time that we talked that we kind of had a very similar vision as to the type of storytelling we wanted to engage in. We wanted to tell a story that kind of moved the needle, especially in the lives of young people, particularly those who found themselves living in underserved communities. We really wanted to kind of address a lot of the issues that they were finding and kind of give a voice to those who sometimes appear to be voiceless, and give them a platform in which they could tell their stories.
And speaking of stories, Caron, I don't want to steal your thunder, but can you kind of put the story in a nutshell?
Yeah, I think it's really based loosely on a team that I started in Racine, Wisconsin, the Butler Elite program. And it was, kids from all different walks of life that traveled the world outside of the 7-mile radius, north, south, east, west of Racine. And they got exposed to other things. They start seeing different things. They start seeing different people from all different walks of life that they was inspired by, but also the realities of their situation as they was traveling, being a part of this team, of this nucleus, something larger than themselves. Things was happening. People was being subtracted and edited out their lives in their community, wanted pretty much to be like the star basketball player. And there was a law enforcement officer involved. And that was something that a community led by this basketball team, the individual of this club, really just spearheaded. They was on the front line, and people rallied around their beliefs, and they eventually became the new ancestors, the now and the present leaders of this community. But most importantly, they unified and brought the community together, everyone together. So
I'm wondering, who do you anticipate reading this book? Who is your target audience?
Yeah, so it's aimed at middle grade readers and at young adult readers specifically. And the reason why we kind of wanted to target that audience is because so many times we've heard the narrative that young people don't like to read, especially that young boys don't like to read. And we challenge that narrative completely. We think that the problem isn't the desire to read, but that the right book hasn't been placed in the right hands.
Right.
And so we're hopeful that we're giving them a story that they find authentic, relatable, that they can see themselves in from the cover to the pages inside, and that they recognize that we're saying, we see you, we love you, you're important and special, that not only are we trying to empower you, but you're already empowered. You already have that power within you. And it's just a matter of unlocking it and unleashing your full potential. It's
fiction, and you've got to tap into Caron for that story, correct?
For 100%. It's, I always say that Caron will forget more about basketball than I'll ever know. And especially because Caron isn't a person who just, kind of talks the talk. If you look at his life, he's definitely walked it as well. And he's made such a special emphasis on getting back to the community that helped inspire him, that helped move the needle for him, and giving back to those young people and those who are engaged in that community as leaders. And so I wanted to work with Caron because the thing about Caron is that, he's not motivated by external influences. He doesn't have to worry about a paycheck, to be quite honest, right? And he cares about talking about real issues that impact real people. And because we have that freedom to tell those stories, I was so encouraged by this project because it gives me an opportunity, a platform to voice a lot of not just the frustration, but a lot of the hopes and dreams that I have for the young people in this country.
Folks, the book is called Shot Clock, written by Justin Reynolds and Caron Butler. It's available now, I trust?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right.
Wherever books are sold. Yes.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us on Lifestyle Live.